Hello, welcome to 2024. Yeah, I want to wish you a very beautiful, happy new year and a prosperous year 2024. And I don't know what 2023 was for you, but I believe 2024 is going to be very, very much better. Okay, all right. So today I just want to do this brief video. All right, I want to talk about the lessons that I learned in 2023 that I think, I should share with you here in 2024. All right, so let's move. The first one that I learned is managing my emotions online, managing my emotions on social media. Back in 2022, a whole lot of people hurt me, and sometimes I would just before even 2022, I'm this person that if you get me hurt, the next thing I do is come online, and I know a whole lot of us are on this table. You just come online and say, anyway, I don't need you, this kind of a thing. You just make a post and all that. And I am part of these ones that they call keypad warriors. If I can use whatever that happened and I can type that thing that I know that I cannot say to your face, I can say it on social media. And I will type it. If you read it, you just know I'm talking to you. You can even go into depression because of what I wrote. Or you can, that kind of a thing. So in 2023, I decided, no, I am going to manage my emotions in 2023. I am not going to let what people do to me appear on social media, because one of the reasons why I decided that was that I was becoming intentional with what I post. Also talking about my business, the business that I started, real estate, right? I needed to, be on a neutral ground and not kind of do things that will scare people around me and all that. So I decided I was going to make sure that I don't post, what do I call it? I don't post things that, get people to question my personality or something like that. Do you get? So what I now did was I decided I made a resolution in 2023 that what I'm going to do is, when you hurt me, or when I feel hurt, or when I wake up and I don't really feel like, I feel like talking about something that somebody has done to me, what I do is I come on social media and I begin to encourage people. So this is to tell you right now that if there is a day, not like every time, but majority of the times that I've posted, that I've come online and I've posted and I've said, the Lord bless you today. Well, you out there, if there is something that's bothering you, just put it in God's hands. And sometimes I type them with tears in my eyes. I type them just remembering what someone has done to me, and I feel like blabbing. I feel like busting out. I feel like typing something on social media so that when people are commenting, I'm feeling okay. All right. So that was what I did. All right. So if someone hurts me, and instead of me coming online to say something like people are just stupid, or people just know how to get people angry, even when you've done this for them, that kind of a thing, I'll come online and say, how are you doing today, lovelies? Yeah. So if you're on WhatsApp, you should be catching me small by now, because I did that a whole lot this year, because a whole lot of things were happening. So I decided at a point one day, I picked up my phone. I wanted to type something about what somebody has done to me. I wanted to type, I wanted to say something. So I decided, okay, I'm not going to post it on Facebook. Let me go to WhatsApp. And then immediately I picked my phone. I said, okay, one thing I decided this year was not to bring my emotions to social media. And I said, okay, no problem. I said, okay, my hand is already ready to type. And I decided, okay, I said to myself, I was going to change the energy. That was the resolution of the year, right? So what I did was I twisted it. Instead, I now came online and I typed, in case you are somewhere and you're bothered, just know that God loves you. That was it. And I felt okay. And immediately I tested it. I just dropped my phone. I was like, and before you knew it, the whole thing left. I'm telling you. So that was one of the lessons that I learned about this, about this particular practices, nothing really lasts. Like nothing really lasts. One of the slogans I learned also in 2023 is this too will pass. This too will pass. All right. Nothing really lasts, and the impressions you make in while you are angry about something can last, even when the whole emotions are gone. All right, but the impressions can last more. I remember in 2022 there was a post I made. Actually, I had someone in mind, and the way I typed it, about 3 or 4 persons came to my DM and they said on Facebook, they said, if you have issue with somebody, why don't you trash it out that person instead of let me now expose myself. When I was doing Dear Brother, Dear Sister series, actually I was taking my time. I was slashing some people. That's the truth. I'm exposing myself right now, okay? So if you like amebo, this is the time. All right, so I was doing that, and somebody came to my DM and said, if you have issue with somebody, why don't you trash it out with them instead of typing this? Don't you think this will make them feel so bad? And I said to the person, I don't have any issue with somebody. The truth, I did, and I knew I was typing this because of someone. All right, but the truth is, whatever I typed and everything that happened did not fix the friendship that I had with that person, did not fix anything. Rather, it separated them more. It caused chaos, it caused enmity. All right, until 2023, where I now decided, okay, you see this God-given relationship, not like the kind of relationship you're thinking, I beg. So you see this God-given relationship of mine with this person, I am going to maintain it. And what did I do? I started taking intentional measures to fix it, and today we are good. All right, today we are good. All right, so that's the first one. Okay, so the second one is something happened in 2023. I had a couple of friends that started doing some things, and they started using it, should I say, against me? But what they were doing were trying to weigh me down. It came to a point I had to report to my pastor. I said, sir, look at these people, look at what they are doing. It is really affecting my mental health. It is really affecting my boldness. It is really affecting. I felt like they were pushing the whole thing to me. There was something striking that my pastor said. My pastor said, remember what you are doing and remember why you want to do this and hold to it. Over time, let time define who is real. That was what he told me. I don't forget it. He said, let time define what is real and who is real. So it wasn't really that easy. Sometimes I would just cry. I would just call my pastor and I'm crying and say, sir, this is too much. It really got me. It really got me. And when I started living on what he said, to let time define it, truly time defined it, because all those things is now below the table, and just like it, time has defined it. Time has defined the motive. Time has defined what was real and who was real. All right, so what did I learn from it? Let your conviction of what you started, why you started a particular thing, let it hold you even when people are trying to prove otherwise to you. Let your conviction, let it be strong enough to pull you through in a particular situation when the challenges of it start coming. It was really a tough challenge for me. I'm not going to go into details. It was really a tough challenge for me. I felt like I was playing. I felt like I was, oh my God, what is this? It was really a tough one, right? It's just my pastor that knew about it then. I had to complain. Sometimes I cried. I said, sir, I don't know what this is. Look at what these people are doing to me. Look at what this. And another thing is, maybe they don't even know that what they are doing is affecting me, right? That is another thing you need to learn. Maybe the person that is doing what they are doing doesn't even know that those things they're doing is affecting you. So what do you have to do? When it looks like things are beginning to, trying to puncture what you are doing and you are convinced about, let what holds you in that thing you're doing be your conviction. Let your conviction be strong enough to pull you through. If I didn't have enough conviction, I tell you the truth, I wanted to drop out. Like it really drained me at that season, during that season, all right? But I had to hold on to the conviction of why I started what I started. All right? So that is the second. The third one is a consequence of what the second did to me. So when those people give me the impression that you are playing, we are more serious. Look at what we are doing. What we are doing is real. I don't even understand what you are doing. And when I let it enter into me, I started lagging behind when it comes to my business. I started lagging behind. There was this kind of laxity that entered me. I started lagging behind in my marketing skills, in what I was using to push my business. Things that I do, I stopped doing them. And before you knew it, my content started dropping. My reach started dropping. My reach, to my clients started dropping. Things started dropping. Why? Because I let what people were doing enter my head. All right? And for complete 3 months, going to 3 months, I was not serious. I was busy posting memes. If you are active on my WhatsApp, you know, there was a time I was busy posting memes. I was not even posting my business because I let the whole thing enter into me. I was trying to find balance. I was trying to do. So what did I do? When it dawned on me that I am really doing this to myself, and the people I'm doing this because of is not really affected. I'm the one affected. What did I do? I started reading books. I started going back to the things that put my mindset to what I created in the first place. I started reading books, started watching materials, I started getting myself together again. To build is hard, to scatter is very easy. It did not take me up to 1 week to scatter, to throw everything through the window and throw in the towel and all that, right? But to build up myself again, to get myself together again, was really something. But I had to do it. Why? Because I needed to. There was a need for it. All right? So, what lesson did I learn from that particular thing? When people are when you look at what people are doing and it's trying to get you, the truth is, they are not the ones affected. You are the one affected. Whatever decision you take out of that challenge is you are the one affected. All right? So the earlier you begin to take the decision to not back down and go a little bit further, the better for you. Don't forget, you are the one affected. And then the fourth one is exposure, right? 2023 was really a time of exposure for me. I was really, really exposed to brands, to people, to contacts, to cities, right? And I believe in 2024 I'm going to be exposed to nations. All right, if you believe that with me, say amen. Hello. Okay, so what I'm saying is there was a whole lot of exposures, and it's helped shape my mindset. When I traveled in 2023 December, I traveled it was just a day. We had a function in my father's house in our village, so I had to travel, and I noticed something different. Before, when we're traveling, real estate has a way of shaping you. Because I entered into real estate, there is a whole lot of things that happened. When we're traveling, there were places that I used to see whenever I'm traveling along that road that didn't really make sense to me. All right? But this time, we're traveling and I'll say, why this building has been here for over 10 years and it's not been completed and it's an estate? Why? Is it that this estate, is it that they lost their license? Or what really happened? Why? Because I've been exposed. There's a kind of exposure. And at a point, I started finding myself talking to my dad about things that were way more higher than what we used to talk about. He had to step up to a particular stuff, like particular level. Now, discussion. Even him was surprised because the discussion was no longer. We're not talking development. We are talking, the roads. We are talking. I'll tell them. Well, this road has actually made this place become developed. Things like that. And he found that we're no longer talking the norm. We're now talking something different. Our discussion changed, right? Because I've not been with my parents for some years now. So when I met up with him and then we traveled together, it was different this time. It was different, totally different. All right. So exposure in 2024. If there is something you want, if you've not been exposed to cities, if you've not been exposed to things, try, get exposed. Not really like into a bad influence or something, but get exposed the right way. Meet people. I met a whole lot of people in 2023 that in my lifetime I might not have met them. And if there's something that can give you exposure, it is real estate. Real estate can give you the whole exposure that you need, because real estate will demand that you go around. Unless if you want to be a local agent, maybe only selling lands that are around your vicinity. But if you're going to do real estate, like do it for real, then there will be need for traveling. Yeah. Even if you're not doing real estate, you're doing other businesses, because everybody will not do real estate. Even if you're not doing real estate, you're doing every other businesses, then try and get exposed. So here we've come to the end of today's video. Now, if there's something that you learned from what I learned in 2023, just give me in the comment section. And if there's something you're taking from what I did in 2023 to add to your life in 2024, please let me know. Thank you very much. And I am Anointing Uche. Welcome to 2024. And I wish you all the very best. Thank you. Bye.